So my Sega CD came in the mail the other day.
That's the spookiest thing of all, man.
Right?
That's the spookiest
But it
thing
came with
of all.
it came with 10 games.
Yeah. All of which are, I'm sure, worth playing.
Sonic and Knuckles.
Sonic. Wait, what? That came out on a Sega CD?
Yeah, no, it didn't. But the guy just threw in 10
just
games.
threw it in. Well, hey.
Sonic CD, Sonic Spinball, Mortal Kombat on the Genesis, then Mortal Kombat on the Sega CD. So I'm Silent Hill. Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Oh,
hold on. There's nothing particularly special about these photographs. Man, this camera angle is bananas.
It's bananas, James said.
So in Silent Hill 1, there is a moment. I don't know if you've ever. Oh yeah, a photo of the director of the old Brookhaven Hospital. I believe that guy's name is Leonard. I believe
Skinner.
he's Claudia's dad from Silent Hill 3, but I'm not sure. What is this? A photo? Oh, wait. It's the Brookhaven Hospital back in 1880.
Oh, shit. Tons of shit.
The hospital was built in response to a great plague that followed a wave of immigration to this area. See, everybody? It was originally a little more than a shack, but gradually it grew and grew. It's like,
not a fucking Pokemon.
But seriously, like fucking straight up plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing good ever happens to Silent Hill.
I thought you were going to say nothing good ever happens to Plague.
Yeah, nothing good ever happens to Plague. So, if you remember...
I slept on this porcupine by accident.
Oh, whoopsie. So, this...
Oh, God! Oh, wow! That was crazy.
So, we're going down.
Going down, down, down.
And you hear that?
I hear something.
Take a good listen.
Oh, the most faraway mechanical tone ever.
So, I got two things to say, but I'll jump straight to that tone. This is an area that was completely ruined in the HD collection because that sound effect isn't just bugged out and not present, it's just replaced with the skittering noise that the lying figure makes.
Yeah, I remember that being a big thing in that huge, 7-hour video that those dudes did?
That noise is the klaxon horn of a boat. I forget the name of that boat. We'll probably read about it in a little bit. That went down in the middle of Toluca Lake, and everybody died.
Yeah, the boat guy was drunk.
Yeah, that's the boat that the arcade game takes place on.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so you can clearly see that I'm going. Like I've been trucking for a while.
Snake eater moment.
The other thing is that in Silent Hill 1, when you got near the end of the game, you go to the antique store, and you would similarly find. Not quite a passage, but you would find some evil shit behind it.
I'm shocked.
And then you would go all Nightmare World and shit. And it is similar here, where it's like, it's a historical society. There's paintings. Huh?
Yeah, it makes sense.
And both of these sequences take place after the hospital.
Okay, yeah.
And as you can hear, it's getting way, way louder now.
There you go.
Yeah. So here we are, way underground.
Yeah, and you can hear that really, really.
Now I'm not super sure, but it's possible at this point that we're even underneath the lake.
That's awesome if true.
Yeah. Some kind of document.
I don't understand.
A prison? I can't read the what?
Murphy.
Yeah, no, it's before.
I know.
It's before Murphy's time.
I know.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I forgot how difficult these spaces are to navigate.
First-hand.
Oh, also, I can't believe I've gotten this far before somebody reminded me that hitting both the sidestep buttons. By the way, let's explore that. There are sidestep buttons in this game for some reason.
For all the in-depth combat mechanics.
Well, it's a holdover from Silent Hill 1 where sidestepping was supposed to be a quieter way of going. So the idea is you'd put your back on a wall and then sidestep along the wall past monsters. But like no one ever actually is that where I came in?
Unless
I've been flipped up, turned upside down in this room.
Unless someone wants to go for that style of playthrough, yeah.
Yeah, so here we go. We got monsters.
We're stuck in the trash heaps.
Oh jeez.
Oh, that was hard to even understand what was going on.
Lying figure.
He burped the burp stuff. Burped the burpees. Yeah!
Take that.
Oh god.
This layout is confusing.
I wonder if we're ever going to get another moment of the fucking guy just freaking out on the floor.
No, that's never going to happen again.
Don't say that.
Never.
I'd be disappointed if we don't.
Oh, come on. Well, it's not going to happen, man. I mean, come on. Oh, man. When they thrash like that is spooky. I don't like it.
The more I think about it, it's like I think I talked about it a bit before, but the static thing is cool when it starts up, but like when it stops, then you're like, oh, I'm safe.
Yes. I like that.
It's not bad, but it's like I kind of almost think about Shattered Memories and how, the ice is now I am in danger.
I brought that up like 4 parts ago.
Yeah, no, I know.
And how I think that this is a much better way of doing it because you're not shoehorning areas into this is a safe area. This is not a safe area. It might be a dangerous area right now.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I still mean for the base sense of like, I'm okay right now in this area. Whereas like if stuff jumped out at you occasionally when there is no static, like because your radio doesn't know that there's a monster there.
The radio does know.
Yeah, it does know. That's the thing. It's like almost too omnipotent.
I think this is one of those things where it's this not a supernatural concept. It's this fictional concept of whatever ghost energy is, it interacts poorly with technology.
Yeah.
So even though this is a broken radio that doesn't actually work, the forces are so strong that like it's causing feedback in your radio.
It's detecting the supernatural rage. I mean, ghosts hate Wi-Fi and crap like that.
They absolutely hate it.
They hate Bluetooth. They just.
Oh no, my Wi-Fi isn't reliable in my new apartment. Haunted.
I think I saw some. Aziz Ansari stand-up where he goes, you know what, if I want to be haunted, I want to be haunted by like a regular dude. Like I look up and there's just this guy on his
Joe,
phone,
what's up?
And he's like, yo, what's your password?
So this hole is dark. And
yeah,
I have no other way to progress.
Do a fucking sick trick as you fall.
So, like, let's just, like, this is really on the nose. Let's jump into the infinite black abyss. Right?
I mean, at least lower yourself.
He does not even attempt to lower himself.
No, he's
whatsoever.
just gonna do an indie nosebone.
He's gonna do an indie nosebone. A little bit. He's like psyching himself up.
Do a flip.
To just jump straight down.
Yeah, he's pretty ballsy. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
He's pretty ballsy for not leaving the town already.
Well, he has to find out where Eddie got that pizza.
Where did you... I love that shot. Where it's like, I can't see anything. That's because the flashlight is up against the floor.
Yeah, so you can't see
and so here we are.
Well, that was a good move.
That was a good Let's Play that we did, and we're basically done here. No, so it's just a wall.
Just tap the wall to find the secret.
A little bit, actually, a little bit. You gotta tap the wall.
The wall probably feels really bad about this. I could be more.
I could be more than a wall.
Why are you trying to just put a label on me?
Uh-oh. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this goddamn place. I'll never get out. What do I do?
I'm actually really not sure. Check your items?
I will check my items. I will check.
Your status
is green garbage.
Yeah.
I'll check this pipe.
Yeah, maybe you can jimmy something loose with this pipe.
Oh, no. Oh, what's that?
What?
There we go.
Oh, cool.
So it doesn't actually matter where you hit the wall.
You just hit it enough.
You have to freak out and hit it, and then it teleports you here. And
see, that's a thing that's really like I can't think of any like major publisher games nowadays
that would ever allow
that
lock you in. That's some X-Men 1 for the Genesis. Hit the reset button. Stuff.
Yeah, no, it really is.
And now it's go time.
Okay, I thought you still had the fucking
pipe
equipment.
like,
wow, that pipe sure shoots a lot of good buckshot.
Shoots real good buckshot. So now we are in some dank, horrible sewers.
Sewer water.
I might have to add,
Smelly.
these look way more like horrible sewers than the sewers in Homecoming. Will look like happy little streets underneath the street.
And they were all like just grayish and large, and there was just all that bad, shitty, transparent water.
The Homecoming.
Remember that water from that screenshot where everyone first went, "Oh no!"
You hear that?
I heard a bit of it.
Yeah, I heard a bit of it too.
Weird breathing.
But yeah, no, looks bad, dude.
Those were the first screenshots of Homecoming where people went, "Oh shit!"
Oh yeah, compare
no.
it to this screenshot. Which, like, you can't see anything, but hey, it looks nice at least.
Hey, I have a question that I was looking at character profiles, and for his wife, it says Mary Shepard Sunderland.
That's right, Mary's her given name.
Well, what about Shepard? Has any relation?
What do you mean? No. No.
That's what I mean.
So I got the special writing key.
Or I'm sure that's just fucking American Silent Hill teams going, oh, let's just put a name there just to make people think.
Yeah, maybe. So I don't know if you noticed, but I picked up the key. I hit the flashlight button.
The flashlight's not working?
Flashlight's done. And this is almost complete darkness.
Yeah, there's a little bit on the top there.
So, let's go in our inventory.
What we got?
And use the dry cell battery.
Ah.
Now you change the light's battery. Oh no!
Oh god.
Horrible fucking bugs everywhere.
Oh, it reminds me
and
of
it's locked.
It's Escape from Bug Island now.
A little bit.
Oh, you're even dressed a lot like the guy from Escape from Bug Island.
A little bit.
Bug Island, the last true great survival horror game.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's alright, actually.
I hate this room.
It's not a great time in here.
It sure ain't.
I mean, imagine if a guy's showing you real estate and just shows you this room. He's, yeah, you might want to bypass this one's a real...
We're a fixer-upper.
Yeah. I mean, it's great for the kids. They can take magnifying glasses and burn these bugs, whatever they like.
Yeah, bugs hate magnifying glasses.
Yeah, no. Please don't investigate.
I'm taking a lot of damage in here. And I need to...
It's a busy room.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, I'm...
Excuse me, sir.
The door is locked.
Sir.
But
Sirs,
I need
get out of the way.
I misunderstood. So there's a code here.
I see 3 buttons look like they've been pressed a couple of times.
No.
The fuck was that noise?
That was the wrong thing. So let's look at the... What do we got for hints here? We got the spiral writing key. The cylinder is engraved with spiral writing. Examine. 'Tis doubt which leadeth to purgatory.
No, it's not.
I don't really have a lot of solutions here. I don't have any memos. I don't have
what
nothing.
I mean to say is that 1, 3, and 6 look like they've been pressed a couple of times.
They do look like that, don't they? They look cleaner. Because these are all filthy, right?
Yeah.
But these have been smudged away from use.
So... God, why does that sound so off-putting?
I don't know.
Yeah!
Yes. I like this room.
Using our brains.
Because it's not a puzzle. It's just like...
I was gonna say we're really good at puzzles.
No, I'm not good at puzzles.
I think maybe by ourselves we're okay at puzzles, but put together...
Yeah, no, by
really
myself
stupid.
I'm fine at puzzles, because I just pull up my phone and look at game FAQ.
Oh, okay, well that would make it fine.
That would make it fine.
I think a good example is like in Assassin's Creed. I go, oh man, I love those sliding puzzles where you try to recreate the artwork by moving the rings. And you were like, no, those are the worst. I hate them.
Those are game ruining to me.
And then I said, well, I really hate those stupid chess math ones. You're like, no, those are fine. And I fucking hated those.
So before I move forward, let's just make sure I do another run. Make sure I didn't miss any doors. I did not.
But for me, I mean, it was like when I saw those pieces of artwork, those are specifically ones I studied in college.
Oh, yeah, well then that's...
So I like any game, like even if it was whatever mechanic to slide them together, I still like seeing them again.
So this gate is in my way.
Get the fuck out of here, gate.
Shit's locked.
Shit's locked.
Luckily for me.
You know, there's not that many shit's locked notices in this.
Yeah. Luckily for me, I have this spiral key. Spiral writing key.
That's an unnecessarily epic name for a fucking key.
And again, I'm met with just jump down this pitch black
door flip. The
can't.
Blackness stretches.
So yeah, you have a flashlight, but it is so far and so dark. Now, okay, here's the deal. Here's my problem with this.
What's your problem with this? What is your problem with this other than everything?
If you have a flashlight and you're looking down a pit, if the flashlight can't reach the bottom,
then you might not want to.
Then you will die when you hit the floor.
Like, what is the range of flashlight? Let's say like 10 feet.
Technically infinite.
Yes, technically infinite, but
for a human's purposes. Visually, it's, I don't know, 100 feet or something. Like, I'm not sure. Because it diffuses to a point at which point it becomes unusable for light.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm okay again.
I'm actually totally fine.
How does this keep happening?
Oh, this is a cutscene.
Man.
Killing a person ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head. Pow. You killed him? But it wasn't my fault. He made me do it.
Calm down, Eddie. Tell me what happened.
That guy, he had it coming. I didn't do anything. He just came after me. Besides, he was making fun of me with his eyes, like that other one.
Just for that, you killed him?
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not? Till now I always let people walk all over me. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie?
I was just joking, James. He was dead when I got here, honest. Anyway, I gotta run.
You're going out there alone?
Yeah.
Eddie?
Eddie, clearly the picture of mental health.
I have some questions.
Ask me your questions, Matt. Go for it.
The idea that an animal can walk all over you and that an animal had it coming is it's the dumbest thing I've ever.
So, yeah.
That dog had it coming.
So, it's
God.
not going to be gone into much more in detail, so I feel kind of able to speak about it. Eddie clearly killed a dog at some point. I got the tablet of the gluttonous pig. Rad. And he ran away from town.
Yes.
But he was clearly bullied, people shat all over him, that kind of thing. He is taking the scenario of Silent Hill to a extreme in terms of his like fantasy fulfillment of his revenge. This guy is a regular guy. This is a regular person
Just here?
that happens to have been horribly murdered by Eddie. He is full of holes.
The mean old Yeti. And it clearly bounces around between two different, like, attitudes, or maybe not personalities, but
Well, it's like,
it wasn't me, but then, like, oh, it's so easy to kill people, kablazos.
So we saw way earlier in the game where it was really suspicious that there was that dead guy in the fridge.
Yeah.
And
no, that also wasn't my fault.
But now you meet him next to a dead body,
holding a gun.
He doesn't even try and deny it for a while, and then fights you on it.
Yeah, and then denies it.
And then once he realizes that fighting you on it isn't going to work, he changes his story.
Yeah, and then I gotta get going. I'm late for a thing.
Yeah, we're seeing a progression of Eddie's personality. So this one's broken too.
Yeah, that shit's actually.
This is another one of those areas that I'm not certain if this has a map or not. I just can't.
You have to assume that it might.
It should, but I can't quite remember, unfortunately. Luckily, the layout, not too confusing.
Also, how strange is it that it went from FMV, then for like 30 seconds back into gameplay, then it reverted back to an FMV to show
it's
Eddie
weird.
getting up.
It's weird. Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this place. So we're in a straight-up prison now.
Apparently, that's underground.
Way underground.
Going underground.
That's the best song on that album.
It's not.
Then why is it the only one you actively
Because
reference?
guess how many games we play when we go fucking underground, man.
Yeah, well, I really like that. I really like that album. Bam! Fuck me.
How did you not remember it? If it's like right there,
Because
I can understand if it's
the rest
on
the rest of
wall.
the game up until this point, that's some noise. That's some scary ass industrial noise.
But that is such a noise that's someone literally going, I'm gonna make a spooky noise, and starts hitting something.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And it's
not
consistent.
Great. You know what's really bad when a neighbor or someone outside is hammering something in that tone, and I've heard it before. I'm like, why would you hammer that way?
So this is the what do you call it? Visitor's room. But this is where the glass is blown out.
Prison. So is this an actual prison?
There was a prison at this general location in Silent Hill back in the Civil War days.
Yeah.
which is why you would imagine that this prison has tons of gnarly shit happening in it.
A lot of it.
Because a lot of gnarly shit happened during the Civil War.
Yeah, some stuff happened.
Wasn't a happy war. Unlike what you may have been told.
That, unlike Mel Gibson told you.
Oh. So I finally got a lighter. So now I'll be able to get the red gem.
What's
out
that
of
on?
That's a med kit, but it's on the other side of the.
Okay, I can tell from that angle.
Yeah, this has a lot of industrial. So we are hilariously below ground at this point, like supernaturally below ground.
Yeah, supernaturally below ground.
Like the idea that we're in an actual location. So that's one of those things. It's like for the longest time, people had the what you call the multiple dimension theory of Silent Hill.
Yeah.
In which you are literally being transported to another world, but that only kind of works
depending
in Silent Hill 1, where Harry literally says, I am being transported to another world. And then later in the game, it turns into another world and he makes a cohesive difference. In this point, for the later games like Silent Hill 2 and 3 and whatnot, usually you could make the argument either that the entire town is just cursed 24/7.
24/7.
Or
366.
It's one of those things where James is experiencing a haunting. James is experiencing this, but he's actually just fumbling around in a gas station bathroom.
Yeah, that's that. I don't think it, like, whenever I think about how that's done, I don't think that like he's in some tiny little room, but you are visiting the place, but it looks different every single one.
Like he could be going through the Historical Society's like gallery right now, looking at photos of the old prison.
And then you have to ask, where was the switch over? Like, what, does it fall down and then
I don't think you have to, because I don't think that the actual logistics of it even matter.
Sense. Well, yeah, they
like,
don't make sense and they don't really matter.
You know, it's like, who cares? Is that looks like a thing I should be able to pick up.
But then it kind of breaks down where you're like, oh, well, he's imagining this place that has guns and health drinks. Mm-hmm. Like, it kind of... But that's just the game, so...
Magic. The answer is magic. So, it's a locally published magazine. Toluca Lake, the town's main tourist attraction. This clear, beautiful lake has another side as well.
Dark side.
It may seem like your typical ghost... Like, just a typical ghost story that you might find in any number of old towns across the country. Because old towns are just cursed.
But fuck you, this one's true.
Yeah, pretty much. On a fog-bound November day in 1918, the Little Baroness, a ship filled with tourists, failed to return to port. That's the ship I was talking about.
Right,
a newspaper article from back then simply says it was most likely sunk for some reason.
Oh, that's deductive reasoning.
Despite an extensive police search, not a single fragment of the ship nor any of the 14 bodies of the passengers or crew has ever been recovered. And in 1939, an even stranger incident occurred. I want to point out that 1918 and 1939 are both the end and start dates for World War I and World War II.
Interesting.
And this has to do with the area around a Civil War prison. So, also, this prison clearly was in use later because there are TVs in this place.
Yeah, we just saw one.
But it was built in the Civil War.
No, wait, that's not interesting. That doesn't make sense.
And then there are many pages torn out.
Okay.
So who knows what happened in 1939. Many corpses rest at the bottom of this lake. Their bony hands reach up towards the boats that pass overhead. Perhaps they reach for their comrades.
I don't like that. It's scary.
That was a little scary.
I don't have like any particular fears, but when I think about like drowning in a deep lake, I'm like, oh, I would not. I'd freak out if I was alone in the lake.
As somebody with a little bit of experience with drowning, by the way, I have a hunting rifle now.
Nice.
I can vouch. Bad experience. Would not recommend.
I wouldn't imagine that you're like, you know what? Everyone should try it. Like, you know. But,
so this hunting rifle is going to carry us through the rest of the game because it is amazing.
But here's a weird thing: lakes only. When I went to Cuba,
Wait,
I went to Cuba and I was swimming in the ocean and I got out there for a bit, I was like, fine. But when I thought about a lake, I'm like, oh no, because an ocean isn't haunted. Lakes can be fucking haunted.
The ocean is too large in scale to be haunted.
Like the ocean just throws the hauntings out. Like you have nothing. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But lakes, shit.
Yeah, lakes is where all the bad stuff happens. Like, seriously, though. Like, Crystal Lake. Like,
Crystal
right
Lake,
off the bat.
Right off the bat.
It's a bad place to live.
Like,
sorry for the camera moving in here, people. I'm trying to get a better look, but
at anything.
But the game really wants me to have a bad camera angle.
So
that's the way out, even though we're a million miles underground.
But that's the way out.
It's not gonna help us.
Huge, gigantic room?
This one?
No, like to that.
Oh, this!
It's fucking auditorium. Like what?
It's the yard.
Okay.
It's the yard.
So we can go punch it.
We can go punch it. Oh man, this game we can only play in certain length bursts because I get like after the end of each of these like sessions, I'm jittery, man. I'm whoa. And this is a game that I've beaten like 3-4 times.
So the other thing I was gonna mention, like, going off on that is that like I'm just seeing like the textures and how fucking dark it is.
It's fucking dark.
Like fucking Homecoming or Downpour were just like so visually more drab and shitty.
This is a PS2 game.
I know.
Like,
but and I remember seeing some comments and people saying, "Oh, I think this looks like crap comparatively to some games today," or at least it doesn't look as good as Silent Hill 3, which
it doesn't look as good as Silent Hill 3.
No, which is
Silent
fine.
Hill 3 is astounding.
But then some people are just like in general like, "Oh, this is not scary at all because it just looks so basic." I'm like looking at it now and it's like I get it when you like look at a character model's face or what have you, but the actual like it's just strong art direction.
It is a technical marvel. But it has been so long. Like basically, Willie and I are playing Parasite Eve, and there are some camera shots in that PlayStation 1 game that are technically astounding.
No,
they use pre-rendered backgrounds in a very interesting way to make it look like you're in a police car going incredibly fast. Now today, it looks like crap because that game is 18 years old.
Yes.
This game, not quite as old. This game came out in 2001. It's really old, but ability
in another 10 years, if you look back on Homecoming, look back on this, guess which one will look still better?
It's the ability to appreciate things for their time.
Yes.
So if you go back and watch an old Hitchcock movie, they're boring, they're rough, man. But you don't understand. You have to compare it to everything that was out
released
at the time.
Yeah,
compare the way this game looks to every PS2 horror game that ever came out, except for Silent Hill 3 and 4.
And this is early. This is 2001.
This was very early in the life cycle. This thing is astounding, and the visually, and the way that it uses framing, the way that they smartly use, like you get to do good textures here. Because you don't need to actually show most of the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why parts of the daylight areas don't look as good as the horror areas at night.
No.